Hello everyone, this is Fighter Fight Gaming, I'm Draxus, and welcome to Halcyon 6. So I played this game way back when it was still early access, and I've forgotten most of it. So let's start a new game and go through the prologue. So listen, I really want to hit Iron Man. I'll hit Iron Man. I don't like stage coming. Let's put it on Lieutenant, though. Still Iron Man, but Lieutenant. Difficulty level. We have to eat our mistakes, but the mistakes may not be as costly. For half a millennium, the spacefaring races of the galaxy fought and conspired against one another for supremacy. But it was the Terran Federation, through the ingenuity and bravery of its officer class, that ultimately prevailed. Through the discovery and utilization of ancient artifacts left over from a long-dead precursor alien race, they put an end to the disastrous series of wars between the factions. One of these precursor artifacts is your home, Halcyon 6. The crown jewel of the Terran precursor discoveries, the starbase acts as the Federation's home base in the Halcyon sector. Commanded by Admiral Bremacandra, the Federation's most decorated officer, and protected by the 12th Fleet, the starbase is permanently staffed with a variety of Federation officers with the mission of unlocking its mysteries. Today, however, the station has received some unwelcome news. A garbled hypercast ordering the 12th Fleet to return to Federation space. With the intention of returning as soon as possible to continue the work on the experiment, Admiral Bremacandra leaves you in charge of the station. Prepare for war. Admiral, we've arrived at the rendezvous point. There's no sign of the welcoming force. No hypercast signals detected either. Think we're early? Broaden your signal detection, Captain. The 4th and 8th Fleets are expected to join us as well, and those Titan-class ships should be hard to miss. Admiral, I'm picking up something. Definitely not Federation in origin. Some kind of... whatever it is, it's getting stronger, sir. We've never seen anything like this before, sir. Some kind of portal. Admiral, I'm getting multiple ship readings, all heading for our position. This must be coming out of that thing. Unknown hostiles. I repeat, unknown hostiles. We might have to get a little creative here. Alright. Incisor beam at spiked alien. Do backstab maneuver on ocular vessel. Drone swarm. These have resistance and vulnerabilities against specific status effects, and it's extremely important that you take advantage of this. Right click on any of either vulnerabilities and resistances. Immune for the should disable for that period of time. Okay. Oops. Pocket vessel using powering up large attack, shield yourself with protected field to mitigate the damage. Okay. Bridge shot. If the Ultra vessel still has ship disable status, fire bridge shot to combo and exploit the ship disable status effect for extra damage. Alright. Monster when attack exploits status effect like ship disable. Okay. Select acid ball's power and attack your enemies to do damage over several rounds. Cauterize hull. Bring the Admiral's Paladin ship to apparently end the critical condition. That's like strafing around to try and finish them off. Great job. However, the Admiral is still in bad shape. Selected to repair. Drone overdrive power to repair. All power abilities have a limited number of uses per mission. Must be replenished by returning to Halcyon 6. Okay. That's good to know. That's a heal over time. Use the ninja's Doom Cannon as a last resort. It can only be used once, so make it count. Alright. Target the chitinous monster. Commander McLaurin's ninja is in critical condition and it's taking damage over time from hull ruptured. If not repaired immediately, it might be destroyed. Okay. The Warlock's cauterized hull repair power has no more uses left. Your only hope is to use stasis lock to disable the enemy. The Ocular Vessel, okay. That was only engines down. I'll finish it off with Paladin's Dreadnought Ram. It exploits engines down, alright. Oof, we lost his ship, but the battle is almost won. Select Solar Flare to finish it off. Admiral, we're picking up more of those portals on the sensor. Uh-oh. We're being surrounded. Admiral, we need to jump now. Back to Halcyon 6. I've got... Oh, boy. Oh, God. What is that? That thing. Jump now, for God's sake. Jump! Commander, we seem to have lost our hypercast link with Admiral Brimacondra and the 12th Fleet. Halcyon 6, Starbase Commander. With the 12th Fleet destroyed and little information as to whether the Federation still even stands, you and your crew are stranded in hostile alien territory, cut off from resupply, and in desperate need of more crew. With little choice but to continue working on Admiral Brahmacondra's experiment to try to unlock the power of the station. Meanwhile, enemies may soon catch wind of the Federation's weakness and use that as an opportunity to strike and claim the station for themselves. Choose your first officer. Okay. Physicist, strategist, or mechanic. Quicken. I think I don't want a physicist or strategist. Corbin Lau was born aboard the TFS Tamerlane in the middle of a warp jump, leading to him gaining the dreaded epithet Warp Baby, which followed him from kindergarten through to academy prep. His deep-seated resentment to that fact has led him to cultivate an almost impossibly optimistic disposition, while his inner thoughts are left only to himself and to the counselor aboard the ship under his command. Formerly a prestigious academician at the new Kharkiv University, Lucas Baumann elected to leave its relative safety to join Federation Command after losing a debate with himself in a series of dreams he had after tinkering with some meta-universal barrier weak spots. At least he thinks it was himself. Nonetheless, he has found that being in likely death situations helps cure him of his sometimes crippling social awkwardness, ways that even the best adrenostims can't replicate. His old freehold. Considered a technological prodigy at a young age, his old freehold, at the age of 5, was the youngest student ever admitted to the Academy of Engineers. At age 16, she purposefully disfigured herself, transplanting some home-cooked cyborg appendages to key parts of her anatomy, leading to several psych evaluations which she, with the help of her newfound processing power, passed with flying colors. I like her. I like cyborgs. Engineering officers are the toughest and most mechanically minded officers in the Federation. Their power repertoire consists of damage over time, hard-hitting and taunting attacks with buffs which protect allies from harm. In space combat, engineering officers are able to command engineering ships, which have the toughest hull of the three ship types: tactical, science, and engineering. Sure. Sorry to wake you, Commander, but it looks like we have a situation. Our sensors have picked up a fleet coming in our direction. Signals suggest a pirate origin. You should expect them to arrive here in 48 hours. In the case of hostilities, the experiment may be our only hope to defend ourselves. The crew will work around the clock to make the necessary preparations. Commander, the oncoming fleet we detected has just entered our space. It's a single pirate ship, likely hostile. Patching them through now. Federation Starbase. Our scouts detected the departure of your fleet over a week ago. You're now at the mercy of Admirax Zeb of the Zealots clan. Hand over the Starbase and we'll allow you to return to Federation space. Comply or we will commence orbital bombardment. So this is now the screen. The screen will appear during missions that require key decisions, such as attacking, treating, or using an officer to gain special outcome. In this case, the pirate fleet is demanding your surrender. Choose the responsible hit. You choose to reject the surrender. Okay. I forgot, you Federales love your precursor toys. Prepare for bombardment, Federation scum. Commander, in light of this development, we should begin initializing the experimental starship creation process now. Starship creation button. Night-class engineering vessel is currently the only starship the Starbase is capable of building. Now click construct ship button to get the process started. Night. Starship will take a few days to build, but they're here now. Shouldn't we have done this when they were on their way? Skip time, you'll first need to return to the star map. Click here to skip time. Aren't they going to shoot at us? Commander, we're ready to launch in T-minus 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second. Matter creator deployed. Sweet, instant starship. Experiment was a success. All scans suggest this newly constructed ship to be combat ready. She just requires an officer to command her. Select your first officer as old Freehold to assign her to the ship. This is the patch that you need to return the star map. The fleet is stationed at the start. Click here now. Click send fleet button. Select the night. Launch fleet. Pirate swoops into attack position. Attack pirate ship. For every battle, you can prepare your ships by configuring their loadouts. Use the software and select the abilities that take advantage of your enemy's vulnerabilities if you can. Okay. So minus 50% to engines down. Okay. Shouldn't do vulnerable. Should do group panic or weapons disruption. Want engines down. So we want engines down, such as offline, hull breach, and ship disabled. Down. Ship disabled we want. I believe hull breach was one of them. Yeah, hull breach disabled. It looks like we don't have sensors offline. So I think we should get... Oh, that just exploits engines down. We don't have anything that flicks it. Let's get repair drones. Oh, we can only choose 3. Okay, this exploits engines down, but we have nothing that inflicts that. Like these two. These both do a lot of damage. To get one that does a lot of damage, we'll pull this one. I want the heal, but I want... We'll take Flak Barrage. Okay. Engage. Hello, Survival Gnome. Alright, we will do this one to try to inflict ship disable. Yeah, that's one of the ones it doesn't have. Ooh, ship disabled. Cool. There's flak barrage. Oh, does hitting them take down ship disabled? That's bullshit. Looks like our new ship held up pretty well, though I doubt that's the worst we'll face. Commander, we have a long-range hypercast coming in, putting it through now. Control leaders are very certain to contact you by the station bridge. Don't believe that you can command fleet. Feel free to refer to me as the Admirax. Tell that denotes my supreme command over the pirate clans in this sector. Now, Commander, or should I say acting Commander, my spies tell me I should congratulate you on your new post. They've also informed me that your fleet has fled the sector, leaving you on your own. And so I'm giving you the courtesy of informing you that we'll be visiting you very soon. And this is my territory, and so your station now belongs to me. Dude, I think you need to fix your eyes. And unlucky for you, I've united all the pirate clans to help me take it. I highly suggest you turn tail and return to Federation space. If you are of another mind, stay where you are, and prepare for your deaths. Time for death, Federation Pig. I will avenge the death of Rarzub Toe Slicer and deliver this station to the Admirax. Sorry, what? I can't hear you. These massive death cannons I'm warming up are really loud. Prepare for battle. What are these guys? So they're again vulnerable to engines down, but we can't inflict engines down, so I didn't like that the ship disable just goes away, so we'll inflict hull breach this time. Engage the enemy. How in the world are they hitting me with that? Deconstruct. Yes. Spray and pray. We're not quite to the point where using that will be best for us. We'll deconstruct, and then next turn we'll heal ourselves. Actually, we'll just use Flat Rush to deal with him. Salvage equipment, smoke expeller. Cool. Looks like we have no shortage of charred metal for the time being. You can always return to your fleet to the starbase by first clicking on your desired fleet and clicking on the return home button. Okay. Commander, the crew is eager to regain our full sensor capabilities. To do that, will require an extra source of energy. Good news is the tech research team has figured out a way to harness the station's core reactor with a smaller standard issue diothorium reactor. Click on the tech research. Click on the diothorium. Research. Diothorium reactor tech research. It's time to create a space in the station for the reactor itself. Click on the room below the tech research room. Click on the add officer button. Select your first officer. Confirm task. Skip time, return to the star map, and then click here. Clear out that sector you asked for. Okay. Acknowledged. Exploration unit successfully cleared the room. Other rooms cleared. It's the dithorium reactor. Construct room. Go to the star map. Skip time. Station is fully powered, Commander. Our sensors are back online. Compile a navigational map of all Federation systems and facilities. As loyal members of the Federation officer class, it is our duty to protect these facilities at all cost. In case of an attack, these facilities will transmit distress signals to us. Depending on the level of danger in the area, you may wish to evacuate them. Distress signals will always be listed in the missions panel. Click here to access it. Missions with specific locations will have a go-to button for convenience. Send your fleet to the nearby nebula. That works. And the Infector. What you got? Vulnerable to hull breach. Oh, cool. That's about it. Fire! More fire. Good thing you turned up when you did, sir. Whatever that vessel was, managed to chew up our only sentry ship from a few days ago. I'll be right back. It did some nasty damage to our refinery also. My crew's pretty shaken up. Good news is that we've got some fuel reserves from before the attack. Just give the word, we'll transfer them over to you. Alright. Give me fuel. Secure your fleet to the starbase to unload any resources you collected. Search refinery, collect reward. Commander, with all the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing for you. Here it is. Upgrade the starbase and the fleet, recover Federation facilities, investigate space pirates. Okay. Building new room modules require first carving out habitable space in the starbase by assigning officers to explore these room modules. Okay. And we should build an officer academy to enable officer recruitment. That way we can train new officers to command any starships we build via the ship construction room. Cover Federation facilities. Following the invasion by these mysterious flesh vessels, most of the Federation is destroyed. However, some facilities seem to have been overlooked in the attack. We should send our fleets to explore the area in order to make contact with any survivors. Investigate space pirates. We've been raided by pesky space pirates in this sector. Once we have a functioning fleet, we should pick off some of their smaller ships in order to gain a better idea of what we're up against. Okay. Before you start, you should directly promote a new officer from the ranks. Prepare a list of suitable officers for you to choose from. Okay. Let's take... Jean-Luc Alvarez was one of the first test subjects of full immersive holoroom technology, which he partook in during his time at the Academy. And unfortunately, this early stage iteration of holoroom was missing some of the key Brechtian inhibitors that create the necessary psychological distance for responsible use, resulting in a far too intense experience. Though it hasn't affected his job performance, he still sometimes believes he's in a hologram, or worse, believes he might be a hologram. Okay. I think I'm going to try Jean-Luc Alvarez. Tactical officer reporting for duty. Okay. We should explore this one here, add officer. Okay, so we can't explore that. We can explore up here. Yes. And we'll send Jean-Luc in here, explore that. Tech research. So it's a faster tactical chip, advanced sandwich capabilities, it's heavier with a strong hull and more effective. So, okay, we have all of these ready to go. Alright. Fuel plant. Without fuel, won't be able to send out fleets. So research this tech in order to enable unlock this room. Each fuel plant produces 1 additional fuel per day. That sounds like a good thing to do. Starship hangar tier 1, tier 2. Build tier and tier 2 starships. How much does that need to research? That needs 600 of these. We almost have enough for that. Do we save up or do we... Let's get the fuel plant going. I think that's probably kind of vital. We need to build an officer place and then we'll build a fuel plant. And there we go. Show location. Each dark matter multiplier module increases the amount of dark matter gained from missions by 15%, allows officers to create new dark matter. Okay, we probably want the fuel plant. Oh, wait. Don't we need to build an academy? Okay. Officers' quarters, alright. So ruins require... Alright, well, we apparently cannot build the officer place here. So... Tech research. Oh, is it Officer Academy? I needed to research it first. Oops. Oops, cadet barracks. Recruiting upgrade cadets. Can't do that. Okay, so now we can build an Officer Academy here. We'll explore one more place. It's old. And they'll be done at the same time, and then I can send them out on a mission. Struggling development, okay. Jean-Luc Alvarez is in a bit of a quandary, having just been informed their expedition's second-in-command that the crew has likely been infiltrated by leecher mimics. You can't figure out who is and isn't human. You may need to quarantine most of the expedition. Investigate crew. First, the investigation began smoothly, but it quickly devolved into wild accusations of desperate, increasingly suspicious pleadings. Then the fighting began. Okay. Oh, can I edit these guys? Doesn't look like I can edit them like I can do ship stuff. Okay, deploy officers. He's vulnerable to expose. Is he vulnerable to blinded? Yes, he is. Okay, what can you do? Drone attack, inflicts exposed? Yes. Inflicts bleeding. Wow, we don't have exposed yet, so... Well, it inflicts some bleeding. Stab him in his face. He's bleeding. We'll keep him blinded. This exploits blinded, so that's fine. Yay! Commander, your officer has leveled up. Click on their portrait to promote them. They have earned a skill point can be used to unlock a space or ground combat power. I'll recommend you do this now. Okay. The Legion X want to take care of. Survivors get back to the task at hand. Acknowledged. Alright. So he gets targeting assistance, ground combat power, tear gas ground combat power, bridge shot, space combat power, fire at will. Makes you vulnerable. Well, hold on. While attack that decreases the minimum possible damage, minus 50%, but increases the maximum possible damage for 1 round. Alright. Hidden right between, yeah, okay. Flex weapons, yeah. Sniper systems. Ship management. Ship construction. Oh, I wanted more information. So, the marksman. So, marksman, fast tactical ship capable of advanced damage capabilities. I just gave him a sniper power. Maybe I should build a marksmanship for him. Okay. Construct ship. And forward. Show location. Alright, we don't have the, what is that? Materials to build anything there, so we're going to need to send people out to get more materials. Ship management, okay. Why repair it? Yes. It's like, why isn't it being repaired? Okay. Show location. Okay. That's all good. Ship management, we don't. Two days until that's done. Don't want to send out a half-strength fleet. Commander of the fuel plan is now online. Acknowledged. New marksman class ship is now ready for active duty. All he needs now is a commanding officer, which can be assigned from the ship management console. Jean-Luc. Alright. Oh. So, okay. Quick tune-up ship combat power and the Kirkish Haymaker ground combat power. Okay. Quick tune-up. Repairs your own damage. Repairs additional transfer. That's nice. Self-heal. The power glove. Exploits afflicted with power gloves. Ball, lightning, and smoke out ground combat. New ship health. I think we want power glove training. Yes. Deploy a fleet. Yes. Launch. Transfer 30 fuel to fleet. Leave system. Return. Do you get more fuel? Can't tell. Alright, let our missions expand the fleet, upgrade refinery at Ghost Head. Where's that? Ghost has reported that it has discovered a way to improve its fuel refinery capacity. Officers should visit Ghost Head and view the facility. Okay. Alpha Voltanis. Okay, how do we get to it? There. Alpha Voltanis. Send them both. Commander is Oldfield's fleet. Make contact with the colony at Alpha Voltanis. Patching through now. Sir, it's great to hear from you. We were under the impression that the entire Federation's Navy was destroyed, that those alien things would track us down sooner than later. We have a fully stocked and functional colony here, Commander. Consider it at your disposal. Not going to lie, most of us would prefer to be evacuated to that station of yours. If you need us here, we can pull any Federation refugees we encounter from the area. That's for 18 crew to fleet. Yep. And leave system. RTB. So we need to build an officer academy. We need more materials for that. It's a colony, that's a fuel refinery. System trait, gravimetric. Asteroid fields are potential supply of materials. This can be checked with the secrets of mine. Oh, we'll check it out. Not sure if we can actually run into anything unless they send us a mail. Commander's old freeholds fleet made contact with the materials mine at Ceramus, patching through now. Gracious, we were sure you were another one of those alien things. Nice to see your friendly face. Instead. My crew will be ecstatic. They thought we were the only humans left. To tell you the truth, that giant station of yours sounds mighty compelling to me and my men. Think you can protect us from these aliens? We'll pledge to stay here as long as you need the materials. Up to you, Commander. Yeah, we need materials. Give. Leave. And now that we made contact with a few surviving Federation colonies, we might want to look into re-establishing our network of satellite drones to automate resource retrieval. Found a few lying around the starbase that you can deploy immediately to get started. An officer is required to travel to the individual Federation colony facilities to configure the satellite there. Once configured and deployed, whenever the facility is at maximum capacity, it will load up a freighter. It will take a few days and send automatically to Halcyon 6. Want to build more though, we'll have to research the satellite drones tech and then build the satellite drones control room if that would deploy as many satellite. Okay. So we go here, look at it. Deploy satellite drone. His old will do that. Glad we have a fuel plant. Commander, I'm sorry to bother you. We found something strange in the fuel refinery plant. Don't know what it is, but it seems to be some sort of excrement. In other words, feces. We have no idea where it came from unless one of our engineers really had to go to the washroom, but it doesn't seem to be human. Order a full investigation. We'll send some of the stool samples to the lab. Let you know what to find. We don't have the materials to spend, but we also can't have our fuel refinery crapping out on us. No pun intended. Commander, the lab results of the feces found in the fuel refinery are back. We are able to determine that the feces come from some sort of rodent, perhaps native to Halcyon 6. Apparently, and although we haven't seen them yet, we don't believe them to be particularly harmful. What shall we do about it? Leave them alone. Yes, sir, I mean, they're just space rats, right? How much harm could they possibly do? That's gonna come bite me in the ass. Commander, your satellite drone has been deployed at Ceramus. Automated resource delivery should commence soon. You don't have much fuel. Return to base. Ship management. Okay. And you have K80 is requesting aid. Up here. Alright, they have enough fuel. Launch the fleet. Sir, a ZR ambassador has arrived in our system. They're claiming to be from the ZR Yanthu Directorate. Must be a new government that has taken over. Put them through now. Federation Commander, greeting from the Honorable ZR Yanthu I think that's waaaaay Directorate. Seems as though the biological superweapon you were clearly developing has gotten loose and is rapidly proliferating across Federation space. We hope you've learned to not pursue such folly in the future. Those aliens you think we... What are you talking about, Slar? Oh really, you expect us to think you weren't breeding monstrous flesh beasts? To release on our empire and your secret quest for galactic domination? Typical Zlar paranoia. Oh, fine then. Don't invent your charade. I promise you our famed Zlar Yanthu bioweapons experts will eventually capture one of those creatures and expose the Federation fingerprints all over its genetic code. Wait, Zlar Yanthu? Is that what you're called now? What are those Zlar Nork? How dare you mention the name of that dreaded subspecies? We vaporized the last of them weeks ago. The Zlar Nork ascendancy was a historic blight on our race. One that many lives were sacrificed to end. Frankly, they made the Zlar Yitok look like the Zlar Tagot Talk. Well, that cleared that up. One final warning. Do not approach or interfere with any Zlar territories or colonies, unlike the Zlar Nork or the Zlar Kodoro. May they all roast in the great hellfires of Slack Thriss. To the Zlar Yanthu Directorate wishes no outside contact with any race. Do not intervene in our affairs, Terran. Fine. Commander, Isola Freehold's fleet has made contact with the dark matter extractor at Hyades. Patching you through now? Nice to hear from you, Commander. So it seems you're the only hope we have of holding back these creatures. If that's the case, then consider this facility to be under your command. What we have here, Commander, is a fully functional dark matter extractor. We wouldn't mind being extracted to your station. It sounds like dark matter might come in handy for you. Taking that into account, we'll stay here and keep extracting until you say the word. Gimme. View facility. Satellite drone sounds good here. Jean-Luc will handle this. Confirm task. Actually, do we have any other things we can do here? Are there any other tasks? I guess we can only do the one task here. Yeah. Alright. Upgrade fuel refinery capacity. Regeneration. We're not going to do either of those. Centaurus colony is under attack, huh? Several crew have been caught siphoning dark matter at the station. We'll plan to transfer them. Dark matter pilferers claim to be attempting to perform experiments for the purpose of warp fuel distillation. While you assume this is in order to imbibe the resultant concoction, you have to admit they have some interesting theories at work. You'll plan to transfer them to the fuel plant for a special project. Assign the overjoyed dark matter pilferers to the fuel generation room. Allow them to put their theories to the test. Simply need to assign an officer with requisite skills to supervise their risky experiment. Deal with it later. We don't have an officer. Are you almost done? Two days. There we go. Okay, you... Is it this place or... Alpha Voltanus Centaurus. Okay, that's the one under attack. Redirect fleet. There's been an incident down here with those space rats we left alone. Turns out they were a lot more of them than we realized, and they've been chewing on everything down here. Yes, everything. Included all our fuel pumps and cables. It means we lost the fuel. All of it. Of course, we can make more. We'll patch up all the cables and pumps so we can replenish our fuel stores, but it'll take a while. We weren't planning any missions. We'll get to it, and hopefully our starships will be warping out again in no time. Save the galaxy or whatever it is we're doing here. Yeah, I was right. That came back and bit me in the ass. Commander, we managed to lock on the hailing frequency of the alien ship. Though our translation algorithms seem wholly unable to make any sense of their garbled language, if that's even what it is. Seriously, the language sucks. Control. Mysterious animal means our communication with the others may know your grievance against us. Wrath. Very well. History will note your guttural sounds of aggression. That's the very reason for our hostility. Good try words, you know. Oh, good luck with that. Okay, so what's... He's vulnerable to hull breach. You can cause a hull breach. Hold on. Edit. Do you have anything that exploits hull breach? You... They are vulnerable to being made vulnerable, so... Teleport explosives. Click sabotage exploits vulnerable. Exploit sensors offline. Inflicts weapons disruption. Kinda want that one. Inflicts sabotage. Shot. Bullseye, done. Do you have anything? What do we have here? Exploits crew panic. Hull breach. So that inflicts vulnerable. Okay, so he always has that. Flex hull breach, flex vulnerable. Flex weapons disruption. Can you take advantage of weapons disruption? No, you can't. Exploits vulnerable. I don't think any of their stuff exploits sabotage. No. I don't have anything that inflicts engines down. Oh, okay, we do have one thing that inflicts engines down. Okay. So, crippling shot. Triple shot, bullseye, exploits vulnerable, that inflicts engines down, inflicts weapons disruption. So we need something that inflicts vulnerable. Don't need deconstruct then, because that will inflict vulnerable. This exploits engines down. Okay, let's try this. So, okay, you can give engines down. You can exploit engines down for extra damage, sweet. Interfold system, okay. Now you're going to... Oh, we have two things that inflicts it. Okay. Right, bridge shot. You are going to inflict vulnerable. You're going to go with bullseye. Sweet! And now you can just flat barrage him, finish him. Hello, Emil's Drivens. Welcome to the stream. Colony at Centaurus is safe once more. Sweet. Commander is old Freehold fleet. May contract with fuel refinery at Centaurus. Hello. Alright. Current resources, 0 fuel. Alright, leave the system. So we have probes going to the materials mine and dark matter extractor. We might as well set up, if we have a fuel refinery at home, we should go to this colony. Direct fleet. Transfer 38 crew. New facility. We should deploy a satellite drone here. This old freehold, yes. Because we already have a fuel refinery back home. Okay. So you guys need to head here and get some fuel. Let's head down here. We'll grab some fuel. Raider fleet, yeah, understood. Keep going. 30 fuel, alright. Main facility. We need to head home. Approach. Okay. So we need to deploy our fleets. Watch the fleet. Yeah, repair all. Orbital bombardment. Enemies have taken position in the starbase approach area. Will begin bombarding the base over time, resulting in station damage. You should immediately do everything in your power to dislodge what has happened. Sure. So, they're all the same. All vulnerable to engines down. So we don't need two things that deal weapons disruption. That inflicts vulnerable, that's exploits engines down. That exploits vulnerable. That inflicts engines down. We don't need disabling strike. So exploit sensors offline. What do teleport explosives? I'm not even sure what sabotage does. Okay. Alright, engage the enemy. Alright, you... We're going to do engines down with Shiv. We're going to do flak barrage on him. Done. These... Missed what he said. Okay, inflicts... We already did inflict engines down, so we'll inflict sabotage. You are going to inflict vulnerable on him. And then you are going to exploit that vulnerability with a bullseye. Bam. And you're just going to finish him. If at all possible. Bridge shot him, sure. Overkill. Omega drones. Okay. Wait. Noble Federation opponent, you have proved your worth as a noble and brave combatant, and I, Lot of the Zlor Yanthu, once served 4 years in a state facility for aggravated bravery. In fact, you are so worthy that I, Lot, he who jump-kicks sharks, bestow upon you my greatest secret, the location of my materials hoard. You'll want to follow these coordinated right away, I'm sure. So just ignore my escape shuttle. Nothing to see here. Move along. Okay. Imperial's Horde. Right, so first of all, this fleet... That's in transit Starbase, so... Reputation gain, Cadet Shaw, Cadet Tai. New elite crew, okay. That's cool. We need to repair ships. Okay, so... Well, for fuel experiments, we'll add Isolde there. Firm task, that'll take 8 days. And you will send Jean-Luc Alvarez for the Materials Horde. You'll head there. Location of Materials Horde, there appears to be some hostile on surface being down to surface. Fledglings, Grill Hatcher. It's vulnerable to blinded. Can we blind it? Yes. Voracious. Blind it. You vulnerable to confused? Yes. Nothing's bleeding yet. Neural spike. Oh. Okay. Make them both confused. Let's just make sure he dies. That's easier. And we'll just shoot. We'll make him bleed next time around. Panicked attack. Exploit bleeding. Oh, is he not bleeding? Blind him. Oh, nice. Our red shirts kind of almost didn't make it. Commander, we've recovered material to Starbase now. What's that? Strategist training upgrades. Strategist basic training greatly improves the ground combat power of the elsewhere. Along with the requisite upgraded attributes. Fire at will, space combat power. He has another skill point? Alright, Exploits confused. Flick stunned. Just do strategist training. Yeah. Okay, you need to return. Return to base. Okay. Reward. Now we can actually build ourselves a officer academy. Truck room. So Materials multiplier sounds good. You might as well explore. You don't have Lieutenant Commander, so explore a ruined section. Jean-Luc, confirm. So hopefully they will both be ready. Acknowledged. So 3 days remaining, huh? Alright, let's get another ruined section go. That'll be 2 days. Oh no, not dissolved. Acknowledged. 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 See them. Okay. We need ourselves a science officer. He's a biologist. Fairfax Torres, a genius bioengineer, became a threat to himself and others when a fungus he had discovered on Gamma Centauri began slowly subsuming his consciousness. Studying it over a period of weeks, his lab assistants quickly observed his personality change, and balked in horror as he began attempting to splice his own DNA with the fungus, an act squarely outside the realm of Federation laboratory best practices. However, they eventually realized the source of his psychosis and were able to separate him from the psychic fungus. He remembers the experience quite fondly. Alright, we'll select him. Alright. You have 2 days remaining. Ruin section, add officer. Biologist Torres. 2 days. Ruin section, add officer. Jean-Luc Alvarez. Firm task. Gotta keep them all working. Alright, acknowledged. Let's look in there. We need another ruined section. There are no more ruined sections? Okay, looks like we need a Lieutenant Commander to expand any more. Oh, these will take a long day. Oh, these will take a long time. Build. Don't have enough for dark matter multiplier. That's good, but we can't. Well, what we should do, if we can we build an acolyte or a disciple? Okay, what does the tech research say between these two? Fast shift machine with extremely advanced evasion technology. Frontline science, stand more damage and deal it out too. Okay. Need a tooltip for evasion. Gonna go with an acolyte because tanky seems good. Construct ship. 3 days. And if I assign an officer, can't I assign an officer? Thought I could assign an officer. Acolyte Berserker upgrade. That'll take a while. Alright, can we get more officers? Train an officer. Yeah, let's train a new officer. Oh, we need an officer to train officers? You suck. No, I shouldn't do that. Cancel it. Okay, I will... Come on, wait till they're done. Starbase exploration, make your exploration teams encountered a Grumbulus. While coordinating an exploration expedition, Fairfax Torres sends a Grumbulus hidden nearby. These disgusting semi-psychic creatures are known to attempt to wrest control of the minds of their prey and must be rooted out immediately before an second attack. While they fire in its direction, Fairfax Torres, without warning their cadets, starts firing at where the Grumbulus seems to be. Unfortunately, the confused cadets, not knowing what to do, join in on the Valley Plan attack. Then hit each other by accident. Oh, okay. Psionic Blast. He's psychic? Transfusion. Okay. Looks confused. Exploits blinded. You can inflict blind. Okay. Might as well inflict bleeding on him. Or inflict confused. Transfusion. Inflicts blinded, and he can exploit blinded. He can also inflict exposed, but he's not up now, so. Blinded. Now exploit his blind. More confusion! And now you inflict bleeding. Oh, shit. Okay. Expedition crew has managed to destroy the treacherous Grumbulus at this location. The area is now ready for construction. Okay. One more day. Acknowledged. The help of their supervising officer, the dark matter pilfers successfully replicate warp fuel. While the shrub is shaken up from the dark matter injections, overseers are convinced it will make a full recovery. Oh hey, he leveled up. Integrated bioweapons improves ship and ground combat damage by 10%, also unlocks the base's surgery, ground combat power. Ship combat power and bug drives. I like the integrated bioweapons, that sounds cool. Alright. 2 days on the Acolyte. I hope 10 days is enough time to get there. Is the Acolyte completed yet? God. Please tell me when it's completed. There we go. Alright. Expand the fleet. Okay. Alright, let's head over to this colony. Deploy a starship. Sir, of course, I'm delicate as well. I'll put them through now. Human friends, greetings from Onir and the Corzon Consensus. Many commiserations to you and your people, Commander. We came as soon as we sensed the tremendous outgrowth of psychic torment from New Terra. By now, I'm sure you two have discovered the terrible tragedy that has befallen your race. The Federation is crippled, and you, my child, must pick up the pieces. But be heartened, human, for Onir will aid you in whichever manner you desire. Fantastic resources and ships would suffice. Of course we can't offer you physical aid per se. We were more imagining counsel, advice, an admittedly scaly shoulder to cry on, or in that vein. And what kind of counsel are you offering? Well, of course we can't offer you many visions of the future. That would be highly destabilizing, and as you know, would run counter to our sacred task of guiding and pruning the continuum. But there is one piece of premonition we may impart on you, if you will accept it. Sure, lay it on me. Do not trust the Collective, or the Zlar, or the Yabling. They are conspiring against you to seize your station. In fact, don't trust anyone except your friends, the Korzan. That's it. Oh dear, is that the time? I fear I must be off. The Collective must be promptly warned of a terrible, terrible mistake it is about to make. I do apologize, but extrasensory knowledge is a heavy, heavy burden. Please do come by Onir sometime. The desert air is deliciously dry this season. Alright. So, okay, we sort of have this set up, so this can inflict vulnerable, which that will exploit. You can inflict engines down, which that exploits. What can you inflict? So, gives them adaptive. What does that adaptive armor do? Forces hull and repairs armor, increases damage by 10% for 3 rounds. Okay, that's not too bad. Cauterized hull is a good one. Upload virus, that inflicts sensors offline. Do you have anything that exploits sensors offline? You want to keep the inflicts engines down and bullseye for exploiting that. Yes, we have an exploit for sensors offline. Okay. So we want to be able to inflict sensors offline. Ooh, we have something that can exploit weapons disruption, which he can do with his special ability. Something that exploits hull breach, but I don't think... I'll take that. Inflicts engines down. Exploit sensors offline. That's this. Fire at will. Oh, okay. Inflicts engines down. And... do you have anything... If you don't take that, you can get something that disintegrate hull, which exploits crew panic. Do you have anything that exploits ship disabled? No. So he can repair himself. The others can't repair themselves, but I don't think we'll need it for this particular fight. So if we inflict crew panic, oh, that's warming up. So we'll inflict crew panic. They will inflict engines down. On him. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done something that could help him, but so we can attack either one. Yeah, he should have done the one that does weapon disruption. Incisor beam. We'll try and disable him. Crew panic. Weapons disruption on him. Exploits crew panic. Oh, he's almost gone. Exploits weapon disruption. Bullseye. Alright, we won that battle. +1 morale, sweet. Legal, unfortunately. For 17 dark matter. Cool. The system. Alright. Oh, we'll upgrade her. Revving speed. Sounds good. Now we have unlocks repair drone overdrive ship. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna call it there. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.